Hello friends of the channel, this is a short video that I have. I'll be showing you some new models that I have. I'll be explaining the changes that I have made. First one in the list is this guy that you see over here in front of you, which is a Space Marine Primaries Reiver. Really fun of these guys. I really like the Space Marine Reivers. Really nice helmet, in my opinion. Is a really cool helmet and very popular. A lot of people that make chaplains and even some custom chapter marine chapters from the Space Marines use this helmet. And but I like to play around a little bit with the pose. I'll be explaining you what I did so I can come out with a very dynamic pose, which is the guy that you see right now in front of you. And the body of this guy actually comes from the incursors, the kit. I cut the torso. The torso has been cut in the middle, so I have twisted the torso in the upper torso to give this guy a more dynamic pose, I guess you can say. I haven't used too much this arm. This is a specific arm over here that comes in the Reiver kit. But in this case, I tried to use it over here. I think it came out good. I think I like the pose. I have combined it with this arm over here. This arm that you see over here, giving me this very intimidating pose that you see right now. And really fun of these guys. One more time, I'm gonna say that the base, of course, as you guys can observe, is very grimy and dark. Let me show you one more time. A lot of skulls and a lot of debris. I apologize for the noise that you hear in the background. It's just my alarm. It needs to be, the batteries need to be replaced. And so you're gonna hear that beep sound. So this is the model. I put some pouches, some grenades, some grenades in the chest also. The body, the torso and the legs come from the incursor set. The head, the backpack, arms, and I think everything else comes from the Reiver kit. So happy with the model. As I mentioned to you, really like to create some interesting poses when it comes to these guys. And it just I'm a fan of the Reivers. I don't know how many of you guys have combined these two kits, the Reivers and the incursors, to make new models. But if you want to create some interesting poses, you can do it. I have glued the head, the helmet, I will say like a millimeter higher than usual. I just think it looks better if you do it that way. And one more time, I mentioned I have cut the torso in the middle, and I have twisted the torso a little bit towards this side over here in order to make to give the pose, the model, a more dynamic pose. So this will be the model. This is the way he looks from the side. This is the way he looks from behind. You see the pouches that I like to add. And that is the look he looks when he's looking at you, with that intimidating look. The next model that I want to show you is this one over here, which is a Primaris also, holding a shield. He's running. The body comes from the Intercessor kit. I haven't glued the model to the base the way the instructions tell me to do, because I wanted the model to be a little bit upward. I didn't want it to be leaning forward that much. And if I would have to glue the model to the base, just following instructions, the model is just going to be leaning forward too much, and I didn't want to create that effect. The body comes from the assault intercessor. The shoe comes from the blade guard. It was a little bit challenging to create the arm over here because I was left without the arm, the upper arm, because I used the upper arm for something else. But I created a small piece over here of green stuff, so I can create the upper arm that connects with the elbow, with the part of the arm that is attached to the shoe. And one more time, I wanted the guy to be running. I wanted to create a dynamic pose, but I didn't want the model to be leaning forward that much. That's the way he looks from the other side. One more time, the base is very grimy and dark, just the way I like it. And that is the view from the other side. The helmet is in the waist, and I decided to go this time with the no helmet option. This head in which he's screaming, charging. I'm happy with the outcome. Those are the two models. I'll be putting these two models in eBay. If anybody wants to purchase these two models, that's one way in where you can help the channel. You can also share, please share the channel. You can comment too. If anybody has done work using both kits, the incursors and the Reivers, let me know if you're happy with the outcome. I think you can create some nice poses if you combine both kits using the body and the arms from one kit to the other. As I mentioned before, that's one way of creating diversity, and especially if you're going to be making display models. So share the channel, because some people may be looking for ideas. This may be useful for a lot of people, and that's another way that you can help the channel and the video not to be buried all the way down, and just to be noticeable in YouTube. One more time, guys, thank you. You want to purchase these models, I'll be putting these models on eBay, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.